My role at the moment is actually a rather weird title, which is Design Authority Lead. My role in life is to lead the authority which makes decisions about our common process model and our common operating model. My role on that is not only to lead it, but also to lead the process owners. So I'm a bit of a focal point for our process owner team, and we have 5, which is sort of fairly common. In fact, most people have somewhere between 4 or 5 process owners. Our main one for this year is implementing Oracle into our construction business. We've been designing, building, standardising our processes over the last 3 years or so, and we're now getting to the point where we'll actually implement Oracle. So that's our main priority. For us, we started with a bunch of operating units which were all very disparate in terms of systems. One of the vital things you must do if you're going to implement a big enterprise-wide solution like Oracle is make sure that all of your operating units actually have common processes. So having GPOs leading the design, implementation, maintenance and managing the ongoing change for those processes was vital, because without those we'd actually have mayhem. We've effectively got 5 process streams. HR, hire to retire. We split payroll out as a separate process stream. Classically, it's usually within the HR stream. However, payroll is such a complex area for Balfour Beatty that we've separated that, and there's obviously high risk if you don't pay the people that actually do the work for us. We've then got accounting to financial reporting, projects to profit, some people call it order to cash, and also we've got procure to pay. So those are our 5 streams. Each one of the GPOs, each one of the process owners actually has a team of people working with them, and we actually call that team the PSGs, Process Steering Groups. And the Process Steering Groups are the representation of the business for each one of these streams. So we'll effectively have these 5 committees made up of business members, and the role of that committee is to come up with an agreed common process for the organisation. So we're taking all of these disparate processes, bring them into a common form. Above that we have the Design Authority, which is the team that I lead, and in the Design Authority we have a people stripe, we have a process stripe, which is where I come into it, and we have an IT or enterprise architecture stripe, and then we also have the business representation as well. So if we have any changes to the process, they basically come up through the GPOs into that particular process area, and then we can get agreement that yes, this will work for all the businesses, yes, it will work in terms of IT, yes, it will work in terms of HR, and then we'll approve or otherwise the change, and then we'll change our common process model. It's one of the, again, it will depend on which business you're in, but it's one of the things is you'll need to just keep pushing away. You will bump into people who will have different ideas to yourself about perhaps what the common process should look like. What you do have to do is believe in yourself, believe in the process you're pushing, and try to influence and cajole people. And also sometimes you need to try to explain to people that does it really matter the way that we process invoices? You know, these things aren't necessarily as important as people actually sometimes believe, but it's really just keep crashing away and you'll actually get there in the end.